Hey guys, Cindy over Paper Old New. Thanks for coming by and spending some time with me again today. We're working on the Apple Journal. Okay, so like I said, I'm really in love with the way those calendar journals come out. There's the one thing I'm hesitating with is packing them full of stuff, because we know how this ends up getting wide and then this is not real thick at the back. So I'm gonna wait and see how this turns out when I start packing this full of stuff. And what we may end up doing is gluing the whole thing together after it's packed, but maybe I'll sew it before I pack it. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, point being, you have to have this cover piece that you can glue this one to this one, or, you know, however you're going to do it. So this cover piece on your signature needs to be folded so that whatever you want to see is facing in, and this is the back. So whatever this is, it's not going to get seen. So you need to make sure you remember that for the way this goes together. So what I did was, since I had gone through for the kit and folded all of the pages like this so that they would have pockets as a possibility, and now I'm not going to use those pockets. So I went through and I cut them all off. So basically all I did was line this up to be, I'm not even sure my page is straight. It can't be too off because it's a 12 by 12 piece of paper that I'm pretty sure I didn't cut except for nothing. I don't think I cut anything. I don't know. Guys, shush, don't listen to me. Okay, so we're going to go right up along here, and I'm cutting this at the 8 3/4 mark. Okay, and I'm just taking these flaps off of these. And we can hold on to these because they can be used for cards or something. We could decorate these up and use them in the journal. So I'm setting them aside with all the rest of the journal stuff. And then this goes on here. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to do was I want to go through here, and I don't know where I was going to put this. Maybe here. I mean, it's just coffee dyed paper. So I'm just looking for a spot that would be a good place to put it. And I think we're getting toward the middle, so I don't want to... Ooh, maybe right in here. That would be okay? What do you think? I think that would be okay. Oh, that's torn. Anyway. Okay. So I'll put that there. Oh, I wanted to show you. Okay, so I got some pads. I don't think I'm going to use that one. But I got these pads that are really kind of interesting. The paper itself is really kind of interesting. So like we have this, which is kind of this manila color. And got an interesting pattern on the one side. I used 2 of them. Or maybe we'll use different ones, so there's a different one in each. And then we have this, which has the green and... Okay. And then maybe one of these. That's the same as that I just pulled. We could do one of these, but this is not... This is white. I mean, it's... So... It might end up getting dyed or something. I don't know. Or maybe it won't end up getting dyed, and I'll just put it right here with this. This might be kind of fun, actually. If I put it this way, so that the grid is toward the apples. like that. Oh, that's very boring. Well, this will probably get decorated. So, and who knows, we might do something to the other side of this. Okay, so we put that in there. That takes care of that one. Now, in here, we stuck a piece of paper. What are my two? I got the brown. I might end up using the brown one in here. I guess either or. Yeah, I took this in here because I thought it would be okay up against that. It's very splotchy. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. That'll go in there like that. Okay. And then so how's everybody doing? Again, I'd ask, but I mean, we're getting kind of close, so is Easter, like, do we have Easter plans? I'm wondering if I should break this up, just because this got printed kind of darker than I was expecting. So I'm thinking maybe we could do a little. What if I put the grid? No, yeah, that's right. Do it this way. Yeah, that kind of breaks it up a little bit, I think. Okay. Okay, so a coffee dyed piece and then some sort of grid paper of some sort. And then the other thing I wanted to add was some book page, and then we might do some like fold out. Oh, one other thing I do know that I want to put in here. And maybe we'll make it a fold out. I think I decided I wanted to put this with this. Okay. Not sure how I like that, but I don't mind this. I'm wondering if I should put... What if I did this? I mean, there's nothing that says they can't go in the same spot, right? You got 2 pages to write on, right next to each other? How do we like that? I don't like that. I thought I was going to like that with the leaves. Because I'm not sure I like this with the leaves. But that's okay, because I can always take these off and we can do something else with this page. This does not have to have this leaf pocket on it. So, yeah, I can always cover the back of this page with something else. So, that's not a... It's a thought. Ooh. Maybe we could break this up with this. I mean, that's 2 browns, but again, this is cardstock, so it'll probably get decorated. And then you can put that on there. I like that better. Okay, I like that better. Okay, now. Okay, that's all of them. The other thing I was looking at doing, I know this is still page selection and probably relatively boring, but the other thing I was looking at doing was using some of the crumple up papers that I have. Like, this one's got some greens and reds in it. Now that side's kind of pinkish, but depending on where you put it. Okay, we might hold on to one of these. I think that one. Can you guys hear my nose clogging up as I speak? I can feel it clogging up as I speak, which is why I asked the question. No. Ooh, one of these that's just red and brown. Maybe that one. Okay, and then I think I had one that was kind of greens like. Oh, like maybe that one. That looks green. Oh, that's actually got some gold shimmer in it. I must have put some mica powder on that one. That's green though. So maybe we'll use that one. Okay, these are my crumply papers. Now, these would make really cool flip outs. I'm not going to try and put those away right now because they're kind of difficult to do, but... So, what if, like... you folded it in like this. And if this folds... Okay, so this is what's going to get... This is how it's going to get sewn in. Is this flap right here. Okay. And then... this folds in on itself like this. And basically what you do is you put this in here like this. Okay. And then when you open it up, you can fold this out. And you can fold it out that way. And you can write on it, and then you can fold it back up and flip it. Do we like that? I like that. Okay. So it goes that way. And then it goes that way. And I might even leave it right here in the beginning. Okay, now on this end, what we'll probably do is... I mean, obviously we're not just going to leave this flap here. So we can make something out of this. Extend the page or add it to something. I mean, heck, you could attach another page here and make another sort of flip out kind of a thing. So we'll figure out what to do with that. Put one in there. And then maybe we'll put one in here. Ooh, maybe this... I'm thinking this will be the sewn in spot. Okay, so we'll sew it in there. Put it like that. And then when we get to the back, we'll have it go wide and then narrow, so it looks stacked when it's open, and when it's closed it's just, oops, there. Okay, kind of tucks around there like that. All right, they're shaping up. We've almost got all the pages in. The only thing I really want to add more, I want to add something from, is book page. And I was also thinking maybe wallpaper. I really think wallpaper would be good in this. Sorry, guys. I mean, I can't believe my sinuses are being so obnoxious right now. Actually, you know what? Let's break up the plaid. Let's do it here. Okay. So we'll put this one. What if I make it even less of a piece? So this one has even less to sew in. So its little flap over here is smaller is what I mean. And then on this side, we fold it so that the folds are to the outside. Fold it like that. And then stack fold it like this. Right? And that way our folding is to the outside to give a little more interest as you're turning the page so you see it. These crumbled up pages are harder to fold. Okay, and then that's our little fold up. So that's a good way to break this space up. Okay, like I said, they're shaping up pretty good. Can you guys see the space? So you see how there's space in there? There's gap. So when you glue these together to give the book more movement, you would only glue to where they come together. So like to right back here. And then this space here would be left open and free to move. Okay, that's what I was talking about before. All right, so we have those. Now the other thing I was looking at putting in here was actually wallpaper bits. Okay, these we would probably have to cut down, obviously. I say probably, like that's not obvious. I also brought up all my wallpaper scraps. I thought this might be fun to add somewhere. And I brought up all this scrappy stuff that I've made out of wallpaper. So let me see, and this is just scrappy stuff that I need to put in. I actually have a bin for one of those bins up there. I actually have for wallpaper. I thought some of these little paper sacks might be fun to put in here. Not maybe this little one with the. So maybe this one. I thought that one might be fun. And maybe this one. This looks like it could almost be apple blossoms or something. You know what I mean? So it's got the rustic. So I like that. And these we'll keep separate. These are things. Look, guys, I'm going into the ephemera that I made forever ago that I said I never go into. Don't let me forget those are fabric scissors. Yell at me through the thing, would you? I was trying to look at my already made stuff. Because remember I told you guys I make this stuff on camera and then I don't ever use it. Well, I'm trying to, you know, be better. This is all for my wallpaper books. And I was hoping that I could find some stuff in here that I could use. Like, I mean, I could definitely use these red pockets. Right? I mean, I feel like this might be a little bright, though. What is this? This is a, oh, this is supposed to be a library type pocket. And so is this. Where I would decorate the pocket and decorate the back. But when you're going through here, like, the colors are not, I mean, I guess it's not bad because of this. And you might be able to get away with it on something like this. I'm one of those ones that's like very, like I look at that and I'm like, I hate the way that looks on the page. Just centering that on the page like that, that drives me crazy. So, I mean, it would have to be like a tuck or something. Something's got to fill it. It can't just be, I know, you guys are like, seriously? You're really picky about this stuff, aren't you? Alright. I was just thinking. You guys are probably tired of me thinking. Okay, ticket or label. I marked these. Oh, I didn't. I marked some of these. Booklet, maybe? Up at the top where they've been pinned together for so long, the wallpaper stuck to itself. See right there, it's tearing. What is that? It's a tag. Let's go that way with it. Oh, tore. I wonder if I could get away with using something like this in here somewhere. I don't know. See, these are all stuck. That Brights book, that stuff sticks. I'm going to take all the red stuff out. I might be able to use a bunch of the red stuff. I mean, it'll all get decorated different, but it's a good background. Ooh, I might be able to do... Nope. Okay. Put that with the wallpaper. Alright, let's look at... This is too big. It's actually just right. The only thing about it is there's a pocket on the other side, which makes that, like, redundant, doesn't it? This is what I go through when I do my journals. All of this hemming and hawing and back and forth and crazy, this is what I go through. You guys are watching my process. It's crazy, isn't it? This process that I have. It's nuts. It's just absolutely bonkers. I don't hate that. But again, the other side of this is a pocket. It doesn't have to stay a pocket. Also, I could take it off and I could put this here. Right? Like that. Cover this with something. Might do that. Alright, I'm going to keep that in there. I'm thinking maybe if I do this, only one piece of red wallpaper per signature. But the problem is I really wanted to put something on this plaid to kind of brighten it up some. What about one of these? Is that the right height? It's not exactly. But I could decorate, right? What about this one? Is this one tall enough? I could cut this one off. This one's tall enough. Ooh. What if I made it... What if I made it my flippy piece here? I mean, I still don't know what I'm decorating that with, but what if I made it my flippy piece here? Then I would have to figure out what I'm doing to the back of it. I don't like that idea. I like the idea of putting it there. Okay, so I'm going to break my rule, and we're going to have two pieces of wallpaper on that one. Okay. And who knows, that may mean that some of the other ones that only get one piece get a piece of this. I also have these brown pieces. I don't think any of this is really going to go unless I use the brown. What I really want to break down and use is these big sheets that you saw. So I have these. And I'm debating on whether or not to just cut pieces as pages. Because I think they'd make neat pages. And I think I could get 2 pages out of each sheet with some left over. So that might be something I do, and then I'll show you when we come back. Okay, so this one's got the red wallpaper in it. Definitely not there. Or there. Not there. I don't want to put it on green, guys. I really don't. What about here? I mean, that's a lot, but... Is that a lot of crazy? I kind of like it. Is that weird? Okay, wait. Let me hold on to it. What about one of these? I could do one of these instead. And make it a tuck and a pocket. And it would almost look collage-y because whatever I decorate this with is going to be different than this and this. So it would be kind of collage. And I don't know what I would decorate this with because I don't necessarily want to bring in green. Too much red and green and I go Christmas. But I'm really considering sticking that there. How about this one? Or I could do that one there. No, I like this one better. Okay. So, like that. I know that wastes that whole back. What's on the back of this again? It's a pocket, right? Oh, these are the upside down pockets. What if I did this? And made it like a pocket on this side and then a tuck on that side. I kind of like that idea. Or I could flip it around the other way. I could do it this way. Make it a tuck on this side. I'm going to work something out with this. Because I feel like we could do something like this. This would be a tuck on this side. I'm really liking all of this crazy. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to embrace the crazy. We could do it on this side too. We're embracing the crazy, guys. Why are you doing that? Oh, that's gotta... Okay, I have to figure that out, but... Alright, and then when I close, this has got this. This is going to get two pieces too. Where did this come from? Oh no, where did I pull this from? Oh, this is the middle. So this goes in here. Oh, so then the pattern's with it again. We're really embracing the crazy. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. You guys are like, she's nuts. Okay, now this one. Not putting red there. No. I do like the crazy sometimes on the patterns. I just like doing it. Sometimes it's just... I'm liking the wallpaper with the apples, guys. Have you noticed that I'm doing that a lot? Oops. I could put it here to break up the brown. Oh, you know what? I could do this as a top layer and then do another tuck under it. What about this? What if I did this under it? What I said about crazy, guys. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to go in there and this is going to go under it. Which means I'm going to go ahead and cut this one up. Okay. So we need this to be... What did we say? 8 3/4 inches high, right? I want this one to go from one end of the page to the other. So this has got to be 8 3/4 inch high. Okay. I'm hoping that some edge of this is straight. Okay. So this is going to be like this. And then we're going to cut it. And then we have extra, which is good because I want to take this piece of wallpaper and maybe tie it through the book also. So we're going to lay that over there. And then this just needs to be enough. Actually, how wide did we say these pages were? They're 5 3/4. And this is just about 3 inches. And I want it to stick out the top. So like, see how this is, ooh, maybe way out the top. So it's like another piece. What do I think of that? So if I go like this, and I'm going to be honest, guys, I might just put masking tape over this and then over on both sides so that the hole doesn't catch, but it allows me to use this piece and it doesn't get wasted. And then this would go on top like this, and there would be just some peeking out up there. I cut that too short. Guys, I feel like I've been doing a lot of hemming and hawing, and you guys have been watching me do this video going, wow, you got like nothing accomplished. Okay, and then a little bit left. Yeah, okay. We're actually going to decorate a page, guys. Okay. I'm going to cut this one right along. I'm going to cut it along this stripe. I'm going to hope that this stripe is relatively straight. Okay, and then we've got plenty to use in the other 2 books. Okay, now, round that corner and round that corner. Okay, now here's my masking tape. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to put it up both sides. So I'm going to put it up. I want it to go all the way up. I want to cover up this hole, right? Sorry, I'm going to pull this down so my head doesn't get in my camera. I don't want to have to be trimming too much. I mean, if it overhangs on the back some, I can trim. But I'd prefer not to have to trim too much. Okay, so if you take these off like this, and I'm trimming this like this because if I put another piece of tape on top and then try to trim, of course I'll have covered up my edge. Okay, there's a little bit of a nib sticking out there from the hole, so we're going to trim that off. I just want this back part to be nice so that I can make it flush. And then down here the tape is we're a little over. I'm not cutting the wallpaper, I'm just cutting masking tape that's sticking out the back. Okay, and then we're going to pull another piece and we're going to stick it on top here. Ooh, that's like barely long enough. Okay, and that covers up that hole so nothing gets caught sliding in and out of the tuck. Makes sense, right? And it allows me to use the piece of wallpaper that's the hardest to use, which is the parts where the holes are. I mean, a lot of times I'll use them in strip clusters and stuff, and then the hole gets covered up with one of the layers of the cluster. But, I mean, it's just easier. I mean, if I can use it like this, where I don't have to worry about covering it up, then that works too. Okay. Now this area right here that it doesn't come even on, I'm not too upset about that, because remember, this is going to get glued on top of here, so there's going to be a line of glue probably right there. So that's not gonna, I'm not gonna have to worry about anything getting caught in the tear on the masking tape. Not that masking tape is really, really thick, so I'm not so sure anything would get caught on it anyway, but you never know. Okay, now, here's our piece. And we're just gonna glue this on here. Like this. This one doesn't actually meet the length of the page either, because apparently the 8 3/4 for this page and the 8 3/4 that I measured are different. I think it has to do with the fact that I folded up the bottom, so like my fold is as close to 8 3/4 as I could get, but might not be exact. That kind of deal. All right, so let's put glue on our edges. Now, normally I would back this, but I think for sliding things in and out of, as long as you, as long as all you're doing is sliding stuff in and out of it, I think it should be fine. And if I make a card to go in there, I will make sure that it slides okay. So I'm rubbing that. I don't have my thin glue here, my sugar bell bottle. So I'm rubbing the nozzle against the thing, trying to make the line of glue as flat as possible so it won't spread and take up too much of my tuck. Okay, so we're going to just go all along here and make a side pocket. And now we're going to glue this on, and hopefully we'll get it so that it's not too, the tan isn't too much of a problem. Okay, so like that. And then we have a tuck here, right? Okay, and then we're going to take this. Oh, the masking tape is going to be showing up there. Now we're going to have to decorate it. I didn't even think about that, guys. See, this is what happens when my head's clogged up. I can't think. I have been walking around in some kind of a brain fog for the last few days with this head cold. It's like some days I'm fine, and then other days I'm like, huh? It's ridiculous. I kind of hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I really kind of hate it. Okay. So, like that. So you got 2 tucks on this page. I'm loving this. And that's going to go in there. So now you've got, this is journaling space, and then you've got these tucks in here, which I absolutely love. Now, let me see about, I had earlier, I was messing around with stuff, and I had some, not that, although that would work just because there's flowers all over this thing. But it's V-shaped, so it's not going to cover that up. It would take going, no, it's not going to cover that up. I'm trying to cover up that masking tape. It's going to bug me, and I really don't hate that along there. I think that's really kind of cute. This is something I would normally put down with hot glue. So, let me get my fabric scissors, because they're still down from what I was doing earlier. I don't know what this is. It was a loop. Ooh. Just opened right up when I cut it. So. See my cordless hot glue gun? I charged it. Now let's see if we can get it to heat up. Okay, it says it's heating. So let's see how that goes. And then I think I've got glue sticks. Okay, see? I told you I had glue sticks. So we'll get this down, and then I'll let you guys go. I feel like I've fumbled around in this Apple journal this time for this particular day enough. Although I would like to put some, I'm going to do that. I want to put some blingy stuff on there. I think it would look cute with some blingy stuff on it. I'm just going to find the right blingy stuff. Well, I could just do pearls. Like these ones that are connected. Alright, she's ready. I haven't used this glue gun yet, guys. So, you ready? I got this on Amazon. So, here we go. Oh, there it comes. Alright, let's put some glue. Oh, let's put it in there. Okay, okay. So far, so good. I like not having a cord in my way. There's not really a lot of control over the output. I mean, you pull the trigger and you get what it gives you. Kind of a deal. Your control is how fast you move across the page. All right. Now, I was thinking maybe, oh no, at this end. What if I put one in each scallop? That's a lot of pearls. Let's just do the 3. Basically what I'll do is I'll start here. Go like that. It's still hot. Just burn my finger. Okay. All right, and then we'll cut this, and that'll be the end of that. Wait, we're going to turn this the way I can cut it properly. Okay, so we got a page kind of decorated. Look at us go. All right, guys. So I'm going to look at trying to get this wallpaper fitted in here, and I will try and make the pages out of the big pieces and see where I might want to fit those in, if I want to fit those in. And this is the Apple Journal, guys. It's starting to come together, and I'm really enjoying how it's looking. I am looking forward to working on it some more with you. I hope you guys will come back and stick with me and see how this goes. I'm so excited to be using one of my own kits. I cannot even tell you. And I will see you guys back here. I don't know what we'll be working on next, but I'll see you guys back here soon. Bye-bye.